Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Zachary. Come to you guys with a prediction video. So you guys can see we got these battles versus the ringers. And yeah, I'm going to be telling you guys who I think is going to win the NBA awards and my playoff predictions. So, to start off with, I'll say the awards. And I'll start it off with the one everybody wants to know about. This year's MVP. Now, there's a lot of different candidates. As you guys can see in this, we got Steph Curry and James Harden, who are the big names, and also we got my man LeBron James and the Brow, and then also Russell Westbrook. But since he did make the playoffs, he can't really get that out of here. So yeah, in my opinion, I think this year's MVP will be Steph Curry. This guy's been balling the entire year. He's helped his team get to the #1 overall spot in the West. And he's just been unbelievable. I think he's played the best out of everybody here, offensively and defensively. I think he's produced the most for his team. So that's why I think that Steph Curry's going to win MVP. Now, I got 6th man of the year, and I have to give that to Lou Williams from the Toronto Raptors. He's gotten them a big push off the bench and helped them get to the 4th seed that they are. I do think Toronto is a really good team, and with him, they got a lot better, trust me. Okay, so Rookie of the Year. I have to give that to my man, the #1 overall pick in this past year's draft, Andrew Wiggins. He's played really well for the Timberwolves, although the Timberwolves did have a pretty bad record this year. I'm not gonna lie, they did play bad as a team, but Andrew Wiggins played really well, and in the Rising Stars game, he won, if I'm not mistaken, like the MVP type award, so that's very good. That is a very good award for someone that young. I could definitely see him winning an MVP sometime later on in his career. So I have to give Rookie of the Year to Andrew Wiggins. We got Most Improved Player, and I think this is probably going to be the most interesting award of them all, after, of course, MVP, because I see tons of people able to win this award. I could see my man Hassan Whiteside, Jimmy Butler, Klay Thompson, maybe Nikola Vucevic. I'm pretty sure Rudy Gobert is not a rookie. I could definitely see him, but I do have to give it to my man Hassan Whiteside. He was a D-League player. Nobody knew who he was. Nobody. He played for the Kings a little bit, if I'm not mistaken, and he got a name for himself in the NBA just when he signed with the Miami Heat. And I think that if Bosh was healthy, the Heat would definitely have been a much better team, but that's not important right now. And yeah, so on Whiteside, I think definitely the okay, I just said definitely twice in a row, but the Most Improved Player. Defensive Player of the Year, I have to give this to DeAndre Jordan. And the only reason why I'm not giving it to the Browns because he's been injured a lot this year. Well, I know he's been injured a little bit, so I don't think he can. I'm not sure if he will be able to win Defensive Player of the Year just due to that. Don't know if he's played like enough games. Not sure what the limit is. So that's the reason why I have to give it to DeAndre Jordan. And he has been playing great. He was 2nd in blocks per game after the Brow. So that's who I'm going to give Defensive Player of the Year. And Coach of the Year, no doubt, Steve Kerr, first-year coach, bringing his team to the best record in the NBA. He was very smart when he played in the NBA, and seems like he's been a pretty smart coach. And now, maybe what you guys been waiting for, maybe not. But my prediction for this year's playoffs. So we'll start with the West first round side. We got the Golden State Warriors versus the Pelicans. Now, the Brow, this is his first time in the playoffs in his career, and I think he's going to show that he wants to win this game. And the only thing about that is he's got to play the Golden State Warriors led by Steph Curry. You have Klay Thompson, Iggy can produce, Harrison Barnes can produce, and oh wow, I wasn't even paying attention. But yeah, David Lee can even produce, and Andrew Bogut. So that is my reason why I'm going to be picking the Golden State Warriors to win this game. And now, the Blazers versus the Grizzlies. Now, the Grizzlies actually do have their home court advantage, although they are the 5th seed. They're going to be the home court team, mostly because they have the better record, and the Blazers have to have the 4th seed due to them winning their division, if I'm not mistaken. But I do have to give this game to the Blazers with Damian Lillard and having LaMarcus Aldridge. I think LaMarcus Aldridge will be able to frustrate what's his face? Marc Gasol. Yeah, that's his name. I think he'll be able to frustrate him and get him to panic a bit. And Damian Lillard is Damian Lillard. He'll be able to take over Mike Conley, and that's why I got to pick the Blazers. We got the Spurs versus the Clippers, and although the Spurs are the 6th seed, the Spurs know how to win. They know how to win basketball games, which is the reason why I'm picking the 6th seed Spurs over the 3rd seed Los Angeles Clippers. And then you got the Rockets versus Mavericks. Both these teams started off very well in the beginning of the season, but with an MVP candidate, James Harden, in the mix, I think that the Mavericks aren't going to do too well against the Rockets, and if I'm not mistaken, Dwight Howard has come back. So, the Rockets I'm going to pick in this series. Hawks versus Nets, I could definitely see the Hawks sweeping the Nets here. The Nets, the 8th seed in East, well, I have to say the team out of those that were fighting for between the Heat, Pacers, and Nets, I thought the Nets were the weakest of the 3. They did end up getting in, so maybe they aren't, but I don't think that the Hawks will have any trouble with the Nets, so I'll have to pick the Hawks here. Raptors versus Wizards, I'm telling you guys, I like this Raptors team. So, I had to pick the Raptors over the Wizards. Although the Wizards do have a much better team, I do think they're a very talented team. I mean, Bradley Beal and you have John Wall. That's a very deadly duo, but their front court is kind of sort of old. Marcin Gortat is in his late 20s. You got the Truth that might retire soon. And yeah, that's going to be the reason why I'm going to end up picking the Raptors. And then you have the 3rd seed Chicago Bulls going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. The Chicago Bulls are going to sweep the Bucks. So I got to say, D-Rose back healthy. There's nothing more to say. And now we have the Cavaliers, the Swaggliers versus Boston Celtics. I also see a possible another sweep here. I think the Cavaliers are a very talented team with now having LeBron James and having Kyrie, K-Love. I don't know if nobody calls him K-Love, but yeah. So, that's going to be the Cavaliers. So, we got them Golden State Warriors going up against the Blazers. And oh wow, Golden State's way too powerful for the Blazers. Steph Curry versus Damian Lillard will definitely be an intriguing matchup. And I'm not sure how well David Lee will be able to contain LaMarcus Aldridge, but I definitely do see no stopping the Warriors here for the Blazers. And then the other game in the West is the Spurs versus Rockets, and like I said, the Spurs know how to win games. They know how to win games. So they're just going to win. Popovich is a great coach, going to be a Hall of Famer, no doubt. Tim Duncan, no doubt Hall of Famer, Parker, they're going to win games. So they're going to move on to the conference finals. And then in the East side, you have the Hawks going up against the Raptors. Upset alert. I'm picking the Raptors to win. I really like this team with the backcourt of Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan. I do not see any team going to be able to stop them. So, now we have the Bulls versus the Swaggliers. That's going to be a very, very, very intriguing matchup. And I'm picking the exact same teams. That's the last game that I played. But that's going to be very, very nice nice game. It's going to be interesting to see who the outcome of that game is. And although I do think that the Cavaliers are a very good team, I got to give this one to the Bulls. I feel like they don't have the strongest team chemistry since the Cavaliers had half their players from last year leave them. I have to give this game to the Bulls. Also, D Rose is back, so that's another factor in this. So I see the Bulls advancing. Now we got the 1-seeded Warriors versus 6-seed Spurs. The Warriors are just unstoppable. Steph Curry, man, Klay Thompson, the Splash Brothers. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be fun to watch the Warriors. And this is gonna be a good series, especially since Spurs are here also. So I see the Warriors moving on to the NBA Finals. And now, in the East, who will go up against the Golden State Warriors? I see the number 4-seeded Raptors being the 3-seeded Bulls in probably a 7-game series. The Raptors, man, they got a nice team, and nobody gives any respect to the Raptors because I don't know why, probably because they are in the U.S., people don't see them that well, but I remember last year how good of a team I realized they were when they were playing the Nets in the first round, and God, they're good. So I definitely do think that it's going to be the Warriors versus Raptors in the NBA Finals, but there's no stopping Steph Curry. When he has a hot hand, he's going to hit it from anywhere, and I mean from anywhere. So the Golden State Warriors to advance past the NBA. Okay, you can't pass the NBA Finals, but they're going to win it all in the 2015 NBA season, and the Finals MVP will be. Actually, I'm not even sure if it'll be Steph Curry. It will be Steph Curry, in my opinion. But I could definitely see Klay Thompson coming up big in the NBA Finals. No doubt. But yeah, those are my predictions. Let me know what your guys' prediction is. I mean, those are my honest predictions. I could definitely see people going other ways with the Raptors. But don't forget, anybody can win in the East. I mean, how bad it is. Well, I guess that would be opposite, but I think that if you are one of the top 5 teams in the East, you can win. But yeah, that's what my predictions are. Tell me what your guys is down below in the comment section. I hope you all enjoyed. If you guys did, please go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. More videos come to you guys soon. I'll catch you all later.